Every year, my family photographs, all of us on the front steps. I have taken all 41 of them. I set up the tripod at 3 p.m. like always. My parents, my two younger brothers, their wives, the grandkids, they arranged themselves on the steps while I stood behind the lens. "Move left, Danny. You're cutting off Marcus," my mother called. "Say cheese," I said, and pressed the shutter. That was the routine for 4 decades. Someone had to hold the camera, and I was the oldest, so it was me. I never questioned it. But this year, my niece Ellie was home from college, and she squinted at me. "Uncle Danny, how come you're never in these? Somebody's got to take the picture. For 41 years, you're not in a single one?" Before I could answer, my mother clapped her hands. "Inside, everyone. Nana's lawyer is coming at 5 and the house is a mess." I looked up. Nana's lawyer? Nana was my father's mother. She lived in Lisbon. I hadn't seen her since I was a boy, but every Christmas a card arrived, always addressed to my parents, never to me. "She passed in March," my father said flatly. "The estate's being settled. It's nothing you need to worry about." Ellie followed me into the hallway, where the 40 framed photos hung in a long row. She started walking the wall. "Weird," she said. "There's an envelope taped behind this one." She pulled a yellowed letter from behind the very first frame, Nana's handwriting. She read it aloud before I could stop her. "To my son. Enclosed is the first annual disbursement from the family trust. As agreed, funds are divided equally among every child pictured in the yearly portrait. I look forward to watching our family grow." Ellie looked up. "What trust?" I took the letter to the study. My hands were shaking. I opened the filing cabinet my father kept locked, except today, with the lawyer coming, 1 per year. Each showed a deposit from a Lisbon account, then 3 equal transfers out. Marcus, Paul, and my father. 3 sons. There were 3 of us. Marcus and Paul were the 2 younger. I was the 3rd. My name was on none of it. I sat down. Nana had been sending money every year to be split among her grandchildren pictured in the portrait. And for 41 years, my parents had made sure I was the one holding the camera. Never in the frame. Never proof I existed. My share went to my brothers. I heard my mother in the hallway. "Danny, what are you doing in here?" I walked out holding the statements. "You put me behind the camera so I wouldn't be in the photos," I said. "So Nana would only ever see 2 grandsons. So my 3rd went to them." My father's face didn't move. "You were always the responsible one. The others needed it more. You were fine. You erased me. We framed a picture," my mother snapped. "Don't be dramatic. There's nothing on paper with your name. There never was. You can't prove a thing." The doorbell rang. My father's face went white. My mother smoothed her blouse. "That's the lawyer. Not a word. This is a family matter." I walked to the door and opened it myself. A woman in a gray suit stood on the steps with a folder. "I'm here regarding the estate of Amalia Ferreira," she said. "I need to confirm the beneficiaries." Her instructions were very specific. The trust pays to every grandchild in the annual portrait, and the final portrait determines the split of the remaining estate. Roughly 2 million euros. The remaining estate goes to whoever's in this year's photo, I said. "Correct. Taken today, I understand." I turned to my parents. Neither of them could speak. "We haven't taken it yet," I said. "I always shoot it last before dinner. Let me set it up." I carried the tripod back to the steps. My parents, my brothers, the wives, the kids, they filed out slowly, watching me, understanding a beat too late. I framed the shot. Then I set the 10-second timer, and for the first time in 41 years, I stepped out from behind the camera and stood on the top step dead center while the lawyer wrote down every face in the frame. "Say cheese," I said.